Welcome back to MTN Live in the Mountains. Well, now on the couch with us, we have Jason Reagan. He's going to be talking to us about the Hound Ears Club. Thank you for coming on and speaking with us today.
Well, thank you for having me on. I've lived here almost 10 years, and I never thought, been watching MTN, never really thought I would be on. So I'm very excited.
Well, now you are.
Yes.
So
I feel like it's my debut. It's great.
Good. Well, we're glad to have you here.
yeah.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about the history of the Hound Ears Club and exactly what it is.
Okay. Well, let me start with what it is. Hound Ears Club is it's a private golf community, or known mostly for golf. It's a private mountain community. We're located just south of Boone, just off of Shoals Mill Road, more or less in the Fosco area. We've been there since 1964, and we're on about 750 acres of just beautiful mountain valley land, a lot hills, mountains. We have a great view of Grandfather Mountain, probably one of the best in the area, I think. And really, what really makes us stand out among all the other private communities in the area is really our history and our tradition. We have, like I said, we've been around since 1964, which means we'll be celebrating our 50th year golden anniversary next year. Awesome. And what's really interesting about Hound Ears is its history is really intertwined with the rest of the high country in terms of how we've become such a leader in tourism and ski slopes and that sort of thing, because Hound Ears actually was founded by the Robbins family, Grover and Spencer Robbins, two brothers who many of your viewers will probably know as the founders of Tweetsie Railroad, and the family is still, operating that attraction. They also founded the Land of Oz in Beech Mountain. And really, they've had their hands in just so many different great resources in the high country, several different private communities, several other attractions and that sort of thing. So we sort of go back to 1962. They begin to look around at the possibility of opening a golf course first and foremost, and they found this land in a little area off of Shoals Mill Road called Shoals Mill, or it used to be rather. It used to actually be a logging town, a lumber town called Shoals Mill. Had a population of about 1,000, and I mean it really, looking at it today you would never guess, but it really had sort of a company store kind of feel. There was actually a hotel owned by the Robbins family. They had a general store, they had the lumber mill, they had just a real self-sustaining community. And then of course, years later, it eventually sort of faded into the past, but you can still see some of the building foundations today, not really in the Hound Ears area, but just outside of it. So it's has a really rich history.
That's wonderful. So what are some activities that you can do at Hound Ears Club? Obviously, golf is a huge thing, but I know you guys have a lot more to offer besides golf. We
certainly do. We have, we have the full range of amenities that you would find in a private club of its level. And we really have we like to say we have a level of casual elegance. And we really feel like, Hound Ears is sort of the peak of luxury mountain living because we do offer the award-winning golf. We were recently named one of the top 100 golf courses in North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
And the course was actually designed by George Cobb, who actually had a hand in designing some of the Augusta golf courses that you see now. Exactly. And going back just a bit to the history, we also have a great influence from an architect named Klaus Moberg. He designed a lot of the houses in a Bavarian style, and it's just really unique. And that starts with our clubhouse, and you can see that evidenced in a lot of the different houses there. So it's it has that nice intertwining of world-class amenities and history. We have a great tennis facility, a very active tennis community. We have some of the finest dining in the high country. I would argue the finest dining in the high country. A lot of social events, especially around the major holidays, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day. We also have a new fitness center. I say it's a fairly new fitness center, and it's it looks new still. And it's, has some real state-of-the-art equipment. So, I mean, it's just, there's a wide variety for a wide diversity of people. Oh, and I forgot to mention a swimming pool. It's very unique because in the backdrop of the swimming pool, you actually have this mountain stone grotto where and actually has its own waterfall. So it's just you would really have to just see it to believe it. Or you could see it on our website at houndears.com.
That's awesome. So. Yeah, Cobb's actually designed a lot of courses up here in the high country as well. But it's pretty unique to have him come out here as well. Right. So talk a little bit about the golf course too. You said it's a private community as well.
It is.
But can someone in the public get on the course? Is that a possibility?
Really, the only way that would work is if they were a guest of a member. But one of the things I did want to emphasize today is we have started a real marketing push to let people in the high country know that that membership is available to non-residents. I think there's a misconception among some members of the public where they think you have to live at Hound Ears to actually be a member, but that's not true. You can actually join, and we've recently added a lot of new options, a lot of different membership structures that really, I think, are really appropriate to our current economy, and really, allow people that opportunity through a lot of different options, including we actually have payment plans available for our initiation fees.
Oh, okay. Is there an off season though where maybe somebody could possibly get on? Say someone's interested in kind of seeing what the golf course is all about and wants to maybe become a member. Is there a season or a time where maybe they can get on?
Possibly. What we will often do is if someone expresses an interest in membership, I might actually take them on a tour. That depending on the circumstances, that may or may not include some sort of golfing activity.
Right.
So it is possible. Really the best way if someone's interested in membership is just to give me a call. And I can give my number at the end if you'd like, or they can go to our website at houndears.com. I know I'm pushing that, but we just redesigned it, so I'm excited about it. They can go there, and there are several different ways they can contact us through the website and on Facebook as well.
And talking about your restaurant, how many, do you only have one main restaurant or do you have a couple?
We do have a couple. We really have our main clubhouse. That's really where the members dine, really in elegance. I mean, it's it's the equivalent, I would say, to I think the word is, and my director of food and beverage will kill me if I get it wrong, but I think I'm saying it right. It's more or less the equivalent, like a Four Diamond restaurant. And we're talking just the very best in cuisine. Local, organic produce and meat and ingredients. I mean, it's really just world class. And then we also have what we call the Tea House, spelled T-E-E. And it's sort of meant to be a casual dining facility where people can, let's say you're coming off the golf course after a long day, and whether you've shot well or you've not, you can enjoy a nice casual lunch there. Sandwiches, salads, that sort of thing.
Is the Tea House a part of the clubhouse?
It's actually separate from the clubhouse.
Okay.
It's just off of the clubhouse. It's really kind of near, it's near what we call our hangar building, because another unique aspect of the history is that when the Robbins brothers first opened Hound Ears, they would actually fly their plane and land on I think the first green, one of the early greens. They could just land right there, and there was a hangar right next to it, and you can still see that today.
Oh wow.
It's really kind of neat.
So I don't know if this is a dumb question, but can people live around the area, or is that not?
Yes, you mean can they be a member and not be a Hound Ears resident?
Yes.
They can, and it also works the other way around.
Okay.
You can be a resident and not within the gates as part of a property owners association.
That's what I mean, with the property. Okay.
Right, and you can still be a non-member, but but you can actually be a resident. And then we have about, I would guess, probably 425 total residents, and about 300 and just a little above 300 what we call equity members, people who actually, they have membership and they own part of the club.
So you can actually live in the community and not be a member.
You can live in the community and not be a member, or you can live outside of the community and be a member. So we have, like I said, we have a lot of flexible options.
Okay. Is there any places for sale right now?
We have several listings, and want to give a shout out to our real estate department, because they do an outstanding job. They've really had a busy first quarter for 2013, which is rare in this real estate market in the high country. So we have a lot of different houses. We have everything from really fairly large luxury homes to we have what they call the roundhouses, which are smaller. They're almost like, I guess, chalets is what you would call them. And then we have a lot of A-frames and that sort of thing. We have about 350 homes, and then several of them are obviously for sale. And then we also have 80 condominiums as well.
That's really nice.
So there's a lot of different living options.
I mean, Hound Ears sounds awesome.
I agree.
Especially people coming up here and visiting the community. Maybe they're from down the mountain, maybe from Florida. I mean, it's a great place to come and visit and take a look around.
Absolutely, and I would say a good percentage of our members, they may have a second home. They may live in Florida during the winter, and then they'll start to arrive really in large numbers, probably really about now. We just opened our golf course for the season, and we'll start to see members come in. And then by the time Memorial Day hits and then July 4th, you've really got a full community. Yeah.
So if anyone's interested in maybe what you were talking about, this new special that you guys have going on, can they just contact you?
They can contact me, and I'll give you a very quick email address because it's easy. They can contact me at info@houndears.com.
Okay, that's simple.
That's better than giving my whole last name and spelling it and all that, but just info@houndears.com.
Okay.
That's great. All right, is there a phone number as well somebody can give a call real quick?
Sure, it's 882-963-2137. That's my direct line.
Awesome. Okay. And I know you wanted to give us some shout outs as well. You said you wanted to tell some people thank you, or?
Well, I really wanted to make sure I shouted out to all of our various departments, and I think I covered them all. I hope if I've missed any, to any of you department managers watching, I apologize, but I think we covered them all. Real estate, tennis, fitness, golf, dining. I think that about covers it.
Is there anything else about Hound Ears that you would like to tell the public of maybe why they should come visit, or maybe why they should become a member as well? Just something unique.
Well, I think what's really unique about Hound Ears, well, there are several different aspects, but probably the people, when you really boil it down, because we have some of the friendliest members. I'll give you an example. Recently, a couple of months ago, I was hosting some prospective members, and they were looking to buy real estate. They were looking at Hound Ears membership, and they were actually staying in our what we call the Clubhouse Inn at Hound Ears, which I did forget to mention. We have three suites and one room there at the clubhouse where members of the public can stay, and actually through that, if they actually stay there or they stay through our rental program, they can actually play golf. So that is one way the public can play golf. I neglected to mention that. But anyways, this couple, they come to Hound Ears from Memphis, Tennessee, and a local couple, a member of the Hound Ears community, they see them, they introduce them, and by that evening they're having wine and a reception at their house. I mean, it was just very impromptu. And so we have that kind of membership. A lot of members will own golf carts, and they'll actually can just drive around the community because all the homes are more or less arrayed around the golf course as they go up the mountain. And so it's just really that kind of community. A lot of casual elegance, a lot of it's informal, but at the same time we offer the world-class elegant amenities. Yes. So it's a little bit of everything for everyone.
Everyone up here in the high country is really nice and friendly as well. So it's really wonderful that you guys have that aspect with your club as well.
Absolutely. I think it really translates well.
It does. Well, thank you so much for coming on, talking with us and talking with us about the Hound Ears Club.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a minute with more MTN Channel 18.